welcome back to another episode of Raving and Reviewing. My name is R, and this is my co-host V.
Hey guys, what's up?
Today we're starting a new series, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Ooh, Falcon Fridays.
Falcon Fridays, yeah. How
We
perfect
watch
is
them on
that?
Friday.
Yeah, I mean, you have to watch them on Fridays. So this is the second Disney Plus MCU show taking place, I guess, after Avengers Endgame.
Mhm.
Takes directly, I mean, it's following, I guess, the Captain America storyline, and now leading it into Falcon and Bucky's mantle of who's going to take up this role of Captain America holding the shield.
Yeah, and their respective stories from the first episode is what we got. That they're gonna go through a journey, both of them.
Yeah, so there's going to be 6 episodes for this series, and we're going to try and review all of them.
Yes. Also, we did watch The Winter Soldier the week before, but when we went to record, we're just like, you know what? We're just gonna talk about the Falcon and the Winter Soldier because everyone's seen the Winter Soldier. It's probably favorites for a lot of people, right? It's a good movie.
Yeah, I think
watched
definitely.
it.
People
I
say
watched
like
it
that's
after
like
7 years, and it's a good one. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I actually watched all 3 of them last weekend. But watch Winter Soldier first, then the first one, then the third one. And
yes, I did not watch the first one.
The first one holds up much better than I thought it would.
Yeah, I didn't like it the first time I watched it.
No, I think now seeing the full story from like him as a wimpy kid to like him with the hammer, like it's really good. It pays off. And then Howard Stark and Peggy is all great. It's really good. It's I think it's more entertaining in like a comedy kind of sense than Winter Soldier. Like Winter Soldier is a serious spy espionage movie.
Yes.
Which is where like everyone was like MCU is just like funny laughs here and there, and then they saw Winter Soldier and we're like, all right, we're serious about movies.
Yeah,
now.
there's not too many like haha funny moments because right after we watched The Winter Soldier, we put on Ant-Man like a couple of days after, and that was a totally different like environment.
Yeah.
And like the Falcon was in it, and like he was actually being funny, and I was like, okay, I like this. He was in it very
Winter Soldier had its funny moments, like the first scene.
But it's a lot less funny than all the other movies.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure.
You could tell, you could feel it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good one though. I'm glad we watched it. It was fun. It was nice seeing Bucky, and like when I watched Civil War, like the memory of Winter Soldier wasn't as fresh.
Mm-hmm.
So when I watched it, I was like, okay, I get it now, right? Like he was obviously brainwashed. He didn't want to do all this, so I get it. I still don't forgive Cap for all the nonsense he put everyone through in Civil War, but I get it. He gains a couple of brownie points.
No, but Civil War, I guess, directly relates to this of like this episode. They're like, we don't really have any control of these Avengers or any super people.
Yeah.
And that's what this episode's like. It gets into like we need a controlled like person, which the end of this episode is they reveal the new Captain America.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be
who's not really Stark's, he's not really Stark's, right? Because Tony was the one kind of providing all the weapons and all the armors, and like when you watch all these movies throughout, you really notice how important Tony Stark was. And that leads me into the little nod off they gave to Iron Man, where someone's just like, my condolences, and then they move on from the topic. It was was it? Well, the agent, the U.S. Air Force guy, right? He says.
Weren't they saying reference to Captain America?
No, it was for. No, it was. You know who it was? It was the bank teller where they're trying to get their loans. And the guy just goes, "My condolences, by the way." To the Falcon.
He references. I guess he's like, Iron Man's not giving you money.
Yes, because you're no longer under Stark's whatever payroll. He's like, "Oh, my condolences." I'm like, "That's it. That's all my man gets. Why?"
I mean, he got a big amount in Spider-Man.
Yeah, it was just a bit salty. That's all.
Yeah.
Only Spider-Man's the only person that got the suit from Tony. Is all I'm saying. That's it. But
Well, Captain America got his shield from Tony's father, not Tony.
Whatever. He got an upgrade from Tony.
Did he?
Whatever. Tony has done and worked with all of them. I know he worked with Falcon suit.
Did he?
Yes, that was mentioned in one of the movies. I think it was in this show.
I think they say, "Don't you have Tony's tech in your suit?" And he says, "No, that's his own tech. That's he created himself."
There was like a joke where he's like, "Oh, not everything I do is because of Tony or something." It was in some movie, I remember.
Yeah, I think it's in this episode they mentioned like, aren't you using like Tony's tech? And it's like, no, this is my own.
Okay, so maybe I missed it. But he was probably at one point using something Tony made. Tony is.
I mean, everyone is. Everyone.
Exactly. That's all the point I was trying to make. I'm just saying, my man should have gotten a little bit more than my condolences. He wasn't even mentioned in WandaVision, really. But that's
well, he had his Stark missile shown up a few times.
Yeah. Good enough. I'll take it. It's fine. It is what it is. Like you said, in Spider-Man, at least he had a bigger memorial. They made fun of him in Ant-Man, too. He's like, this is not just some cute little Iron Man suit. And I was like, what? Excuse me? You said what?
Yeah, Howard Stark in the beginning of the movie. He's like,
yeah. I'm like, huh? Have you not seen it? People. But going back to the show, I liked the thing where the episodes weren't just 35 minutes long. Like, I wasn't actively pissed every week where I'm like, what the heck? It's already done? Which was good.
Yeah, this is good. It was 49 minutes with credits. I don't know how long it was without. I mean, when it ended, probably 40 something.
Yeah, it felt good. It felt like a full-fledged like show.
No, it felt like a decent amount of time.
Yeah.
That they said already like it's gonna be a pretty much 6-hour movie. So.
Yeah. It was good. It was good. I liked the pacing of the show as well. The first episode was like a good like reintroduction to these characters, and they all already kind of set up what is important to each of them, right? So we kind of track them both differently at this point. They haven't met each other just yet in this first episode.
Yeah, I didn't like that. I wish they kind of met up.
I did like that.
You did like that they didn't.
I like that.
Start together.
Yeah, because I like that they kind of followed their story. This was like act one of like technically a movie where you kind of get the two main characters sort of what is important to them before the story actually begins. So I thought that was done really well. I like that, Sam has, the things he's dealing with his sister, and then of course, the Winter Soldier. That's going to be interesting. I think that's going to be a big theme throughout the whole show, where he's dealing with the ghosts of all the people that he's harmed in the past when he was brainwashed.
Yeah, I mean, I think his story is obviously more interesting, but I think them going to New Orleans and seeing the family, I thought that was all really well done. I actually really enjoyed like him seeing his sister's kids, him interacting with them. The kids are like, they go to leave for the bank loan. The kids are like, she's like, no video games. And they're both looking at each other like 3, 2, 1. I was like, that's actually really funny.
Yeah.
Whatever, I don't know, there's other family and stuff they got down there. And then the interaction between the two, like she's like, I was here alone for 5 years. I had to hold down this boat and house and two kids. No one was here for me, and I did it. So you can't come back and just fix everything.
Yes, I agree.
Thought that like the sister was really well done. I enjoyed seeing the sister.
Yeah.
I hope it doesn't go away.
I don't think she's going to be like super important.
Yeah, I mean, I hope it doesn't like just be like, all right, we have a bigger story to deal with. Let's leave the family alone. Like, I hope that doesn't become like the BRC plot later on.
I think it might be very small, like not like I think they will bring her back and kind of resolve the issue of her not having enough money to
Yeah,
keep her
probably.
business
Yeah.
afloat and all that stuff. So I think they will obviously close the loop. I don't think they're just going to tell us that, hey, this lady can't afford, you
Hmm.
know, her family's business anymore, right?
I mean, I think there's gonna be more tension because the end of the episode, she's the one that brings to Falcon the news, like, oh, check out what's going on TV, and then he's gonna
Mm-hmm.
have to go back to DC and like figure out
Yep.
what's going on, and then she's gonna
Yep.
be like frustrated, like he just left again, like he's out of our
Yeah.
life.
Yeah, I think there's going to be this interesting like dynamic between Sam like always, being the hero, but also when you do those things, right? People you probably love the most and are closest to get affected the most through it too, right? Because his sister
Hmm.
is obviously a normal person, and
Hmm.
him being in a spandex suit flying around the world really doesn't benefit her, and it seems like
No.
she's very strong-minded and strong-willed, and she doesn't want to take help from him,
Yeah,
right? Not like this, not financially, at least. It seemed that
and she
that
doesn't want a
wasn't.
handout either. She wants to earn it.
No, she wants to earn it. She just needs the loan to kind of get her right for the
Hmm.
time being, right? So yeah, I like the sister a lot. Like you said, it was done really well. I like seeing a little bit more of what drives a character, which is why I'm kind of glad that they didn't meet, because you got to see both of their stories and get
Hmm.
to understand what their motivations will be throughout the series.
Yeah, so Bucky is now back in Brooklyn,
Yeah.
and he's visiting. He's living alone. He's with his therapist. He's alone,
I like
and
the scenes with the therapist. I thought they were
no, they're good.
funny.
I think
They're really good.
from the trailer even we're gonna see them both together, and I can't wait to see that.
Yes, yes. I liked it. I liked like him kind of. They have good, like weirdly good chemistry. Like not like
Yeah.
that, but like it was nice them talking to each
Hmm.
other.
Yeah, because she's like, oh, she didn't say anything, and she starts writing, and he's like, oh, you're going with the writing
You good?
again.
Yeah. It's like, oh, with the writing again. It was funny. It was good.
Yeah,
It was good.
yeah. And
She's
I
gonna be
liked
good,
when
I
she
think,
like
in
took
this.
his phone, and she's like, you have less than 10 numbers in here,
Yeah.
and you're ignoring the calls from text from Falcon, and it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, he's avoiding his whatever problems.
Yeah, I don't think he's fully there yet, so that's
Yeah.
okay. But I'm glad he was like, even though he's not really talking through his therapy session, at least he's like, I'm guessing it was mandated, but I'm glad he's going.
Yeah, I mean, that was a part of his whatever
Yeah.
freedom
Yep.
that he does this. But
And
that's
it
then.
seemed that he did have like he has a connection with this therapist, right? So he's
Hmm.
getting somewhere, which is good.
Yeah, I really like this scene. So he's pretty much like in his spare time, he's trying to undo the things he did
Yeah, you liked it, right?
when he was the Winter Soldier and when he was under Hydra's mind control.
Yeah.
And the first one that you see is like with the agent, or I think technically the senator. I think is the
Hmm.
second thing we see is the senator, and then he kind of just like destroys her car or calls the police, takes over her car, and the police are called.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't know exactly what he does, but
Yeah.
I guess
He does.
he's revealing that she's a bad person.
Right.
And then the other one was like back in the 90s or 80s. His mission is to kill some Asian guy in foreign country, and you find out later that the whatever he's hanging out with the older man named Yuri
Yeah.
at a bar,
So yeah, so he
and that's
in
his son. It's like, oh my
throughout the
gosh.
show, you see Bucky hanging out with this older Asian gentleman, and he's like really taking care of this guy, right? Like you
Hmm.
could tell they're friends.
They're probably the
Yuri
same
was kind
age.
of getting in a fight with somebody, and Bucky intervenes, and he kind of like relaxes
Yeah,
him, and like you could tell like they've been hanging out. They're at a bar. Bucky kind of hooks him up with some girl at the bar, and he gets
yeah,
him a date. So, or Yuri hooks up Bucky, right? So,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
you could see that there's a relationship here, and it seems like he's trying to right the wrongs.
No, it's. I think that's it for Yuri. I don't think we're seeing him again, but that was really well done. And
Yes.
then, like, thinking about it, like, what do you say? Winter Soldier's 106 years old now.
Yeah, yeah,
The old man's
that's
probably
true.
like 80 or so, 90.
Yeah.
He's like he relates to probably someone of the older age now, a
Much older,
technology
yeah.
kind of person.
Yeah, it was probably easier for him to make amends for Yuri. But I have a problem with this because it's so unfair for Yuri to be friends with the man who killed his kid. I did not like that. I don't like that. I was like, this is so not fair. I know Yuri's never gonna find out, but
What if he
literally,
does?
yeah. What if he does? What if he does?
I don't think he would ever would, but
No, but I'm like,
no, I
I'm
like
not
that
a.
he's making amends. I mean, what can he do to fix that? He was under my
He
control.
can't. No, he can't, and he's just gonna have to take the L for it. I get it; it's not his fault, but Yuri has the right to hate the man who killed his kid.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. You can't. You don't have to be nice to this guy. It's not gonna change. If he finds out later that you killed his kid, it's
Hmm.
even gonna hurt him more that he went out of his way to create a bond and a friendship with you when really he should be hating you.
Yeah.
Right. So I was just like, oh, just let him be. Like, help him anonymously. You don't have to make buddy buddy with this guy whose son you killed. But
Yeah.
also, with that saying, I don't know if you've ever seen New Girl, but he kind of gave me like Nick and what's his name, Trey, Nick and Trey vibes. So Nick would always hang out with this old Asian guy.
No, I'm not. I never seen
So
that
it kind
episode.
of gave me. I don't know if anyone ever watches New Girl, but it kind of gave me those
I think
vibes.
everyone watches New Girl.
Yeah. You're right. It's a good show, but it was when I was watching it, I didn't know he killed his kid. I was like, oh, this is so cute, and then I
No,
was like,
I
oh,
did not catch that till like the scene after, and I was like, okay, yeah,
yeah.
that's definitely his son, the one that the guy he killed before. It's like,
At
okay,
first, I thought Yuri was gosh, when I first watched it, I was like, oh, he's got to be someone important. I was just like, maybe he'll come back later for something else. But then, like, I was like, oh, there's another Asian guy in here. There's only been 2 Asian people, so I was like, I think that was his grandson or son.
yeah,
And then, yeah, then it turned out that it was. Yeah, so that
yeah.
that was interesting.
So
Okay.
I think like that's it for Yuri, but we
Yeah.
did see he has a whole list of people,
Yes,
and
he was
one of the
checking them.
person on the list was Zemo, which is the
Mm-hmm.
bad guy from Civil War,
Mm-hmm.
which we know is what's it called? He's gonna be back for this. He has this purple mask in like the promo images.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. He wasn't referenced at all, other than that, in this episode or where he's coming. The other bad guy was George Batroc. He was
Okay.
in the beginning scene in the helicopter.
Yeah.
I mean, the helicopter scene was great. Falcon. I mean,
Yeah.
they're
Good
using their budget
introduction.
here early on.
Yeah, that was great.
That was great. That felt like we were watching a real movie.
Oh my god, yeah, right? You were seeing like an action scene from a movie. It
Mm-hmm.
was great. Like you could see that they wanted people to stick around. So
Yeah,
like the first scene was yeah, it was like an Avenger movie.
yeah. I mean, I think this was originally supposed to be the first MCU TV show.
Mm-hmm.
It was Disney Plus one, and then they were going to show off like this is what we can do with our
Yeah,
budget.
yeah.
Um, no, it was great, and then he was barely in the episode. He was just in the beginning, like he had
Yeah, I didn't
he
catch
had the
this.
hostage thing, and this guy was actually the same guy as the early fight in Winter Soldier on the boat when they're infiltrating like the Hydra ship.
Mm-hmm.
So that guy, I don't know. It's been like 10 years since we've last seen that guy. It's interesting. I mean, he's working with this new head of LAF. They haven't really
Mm-hmm.
talked about what LAF is, but that's another like mercenary group of some sort.
Yeah.
Then there's the other mercenary group, the Flag Smashers, with the mask and the robbery in
That's
Switzerland.
right. Yeah, so that's when so throughout the show there's this guy named Joaquin Torres, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Joaquin Torres. And he's kind of like a sidekick for the Falcon.
Yeah.
He's working through, and he's in Switzerland, and he basically runs into the Flag Smashers, right, and gets his ass kicked.
Mm-hmm.
Like they whoop his butt. I mean, he's okay.
Yeah.
In the next scene, he has a little.
Well, I mean, these are pretty much super soldiers. It seems.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah, they have some sort of super abilities where they can literally make people fly.
Yeah. What the same as this George Batroc guy seems like he has super strength because he was fighting Captain America like nothing.
Yeah, could be.
So maybe there is like some new super serum out there, and then maybe this U.S. agent John Walker guy that revealed at the end may also have some kind of super serum abilities. Something strong.
Kind of be like a Monica story where this guy's gonna gain powers throughout the series.
I mean, any one of these people.
Yeah, right.
I think like it's gonna be at the end of the show, like somebody getting some kind of new super serum,
Yeah,
taking over the role.
yeah, to set up like more stories
Yeah, I mean
as
Bucky
we
is
move forward.
super soldier of some
Yeah,
sort.
yeah.
It's gonna be
For sure.
interesting. I
Yeah.
think there's three major villains. I don't know if some of these will team up, if there will be some crossover. I don't know. I mean, there's the. I mean, even Zemo comes in. Where does he come in? I don't know. Four
Yeah, I don't know.
villains in six
They really
episodes.
didn't reveal too much in this episode. It was more just like a story of those two guys and what they are up to since Endgame and the things they're dealing with.
Yeah, it was an update. I did like that we saw War Machine for a bit,
Yes,
and he was
yes.
kind of like disappointed with him. He's like, "You should have kept the shield for yourself."
Yeah, why did you give it up? So he gave
Yeah.
up the shield to the museum, and he goes,
Hmm.
why did you, Cap gave it to you, right?
Yeah.
So
He's
War
like, "You were
Machine's
supposed to
cameo
do
was
this."
nice.
Yeah.
It was good to see him. I say he looked like Barack Obama, but you clearly did not agree.
No, I mean he has
He's got
like
like,
some vibes, but not. It's not. He's not
he's
Barack.
like older, I guess. He kind of looks a little
I don't
bit.
think he's
Well,
old.
not
I think
really.
Barack is older.
Okay, Barack just looked good for his age. I don't know. Okay.
Did you know
Yeah.
the Hawkeye? No, Hawkeye. This guy, the War Machine, was in Fresh Prince.
No, really? Is what?
One of Will's friends from Philly. You
Get
gotta look
out.
up.
Okay,
You
I'll
gotta
have
look
to
up
look out
how
for
he
that.
looked back then. As like 16.
Yeah. And then there was this one line that you liked. I see you have it written on your little notes here.
Do I?
The Cap on the moon base.
Oh yeah. Oh okay. Yeah. So
We
the
were real giggling at that one.
Joaquin Torres. I guess they're talking about just they're tracking down the Flag Smashers. He's like an informant for Falcon, and then he's like, "Oh, give me some info on where the Cap is. We know Cap's not dead. He's probably hiding on
You
the moon
Tupac.
base." Yeah, so it's fun. I mean, there are storylines in the comics that relate to like Cap is on the moon. There's Moon Base with Nick Fury in charge.
Mm,
Um, we do have this Sword Base in space. Maybe that's related. But the funny
okay.
thing I thought was the Avengers game. That was the big disappointment of 2020.
Yeah.
The storyline was Cap was frozen on the moon.
Okay. Okay.
So I was like, oh, that's funny. Cap was frozen on the moon, and then the end of the game. Spoilers. No one's gonna play this game because
It's not
even though
good.
there was the big update this week that was
Was it
supposed to
good?
fix everything, it fixed some things, not everything. But yeah, Cap was frozen on the moon. I don't think he's still young in the game. Here he's gonna be 100+ years old.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't think it could be
Maybe.
something. I don't know. They wouldn't
Maybe they
drop
can
that out
bring
of
a
nowhere.
new. They bring
There
a
could
new actor for Captain America. I don't
no.
know.
Okay, I think we're
There's
almost.
one more thing, right? We didn't talk about the total ending, right?
Well, the new Captain America.
Yeah. Do you think he's gonna be a big part of this? I'm assuming, yeah, because I saw his name in the end credit.
Oh yeah, I mean he's gonna be a major villain, I think. And
Yeah.
then we
U.S.
see
agent
Falcon
John
with the
Walker.
shield, so I don't like how soon is he gonna get the shield back already?
Yeah. Yeah. I think they're gonna steal it in the next episode.
Probably. I'm sure they're gonna go and confront him or
Oh, for sure. For sure. Yeah, and then that was basically the episode. The episode was good. It was slow paced, and there wasn't like, WandaVision kind of had a mystery to it. This was just kind of like a straight storytelling,
yeah.
some action sequences that were really good, and I thought it was great. I think it's a good lead into like the good first act into this next 5 episodes. And I got to know Sam a little bit more. It definitely gave me a new perspective on Bucky. Winter Soldier definitely helped with that, but like this gave me. I don't fully still agree that he's 100% a good guy, but I think he has a lot of motivation to do the right things, which is good. And even though I don't fully agree with how he approached Yuri, we knew that he was doing it because he wanted to right the wrongs, which is cool. Like, you can't blame a guy for that.
No, I think definitely this episode was good. It wasn't anything mind blowing. It was like, definitely like a good like
enjoyable.
yeah, enjoyable. I'm invested in this. I know these characters. I'm getting to learn more about their
Yeah.
grief and more about like their trauma they're dealing with now. It's like same thing as WandaVision. Like Wanda was dealing with trauma in this way.
Hmm.
Now it's like how will Sam and Bucky deal with their
Bucky. Yeah.
trauma
Yeah.
post the blip?
Yep. Also,
Mhm.
the funnies are back, so I'm happy. You know, the Marvel little giggles are back in this show. I was enjoying a lot of them.
Oh
They're
yeah,
great.
Sam had good ones.
Yuri had a lot of cute little ones.
Yeah,
Therapist and Bucky had good ones. So I'm excited for the little funny shit that they're going to be doing.
yeah, yeah, definitely. What are your predictions? Anything crazy?
Um, I think, like I said, they're definitely going to try to steal the shield in the next few episodes.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's going to be some conflict with the new Cap, and like you said, he's most likely going to be a bad guy. I think he's eventually going to be someone that Zumo has in his pocket.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
Yeah.
so that's going to be one of my theories. Oh, also, we didn't see one of the people. What's her name? Agent Carter's niece, or
Oh yeah, we didn't see her yet.
yes, we didn't see
Sharon
her yet.
Carter.
Sharon Carter, yeah, the neighbor. So I'm excited to see her.
Okay. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I honestly don't know where this could go. Don't
yeah,
really have predictions. Like we knew WandaVision was going into Doctor Strange, which we didn't even really get that.
right,
So this
at
is like,
all.
what's happening after this?
Yeah, you're right. There wasn't like any little breadcrumbs that Wanda, like we said, it's not like a mystery show. It's a pretty
Hmm.
straightforward storytelling show, right?
Yeah.
At this point, all we know is these two guys are struggling after the blip and after the crazy events of Endgame, right? Where
Hmm.
they lost like basically their leader, two of their leaders,
Yeah.
and they're kind of dealing with the consequences, and now they have their own stories and their own prophecy to fulfill, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm excited. I think we're gonna get some awesome action sequences. I think they're putting
Yeah.
their budget to good use. I thought they did the same for WandaVision. I really liked
Hmm.
some of the things, especially in the last episode, how it looked. So I'm excited for that. I wish we could rent out a theater to watch it because it
Yeah.
would be like 10 times better. But please, COVID, go away so we can at least watch Black Widow in theater because I really
I think
want
we're
to.
gonna see. I don't think there's gonna be delays. We're gonna see that this year.
I
I like
think
it.
so too. I think most people can get vaccinated. I don't know.
Even if they don't, they're gonna go.
Yeah, they're definitely gonna go still. But yeah, so I'm excited.
Okay. I think that's it for today.
And we'll talk to you guys next week.
All right. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.